Good morning, friends and dear cancer fighters. I want to thank God. It's a beautiful morning. I thank God my voice is coming back slowly. Yesterday, but when I was telling my husband that also this loss of voice was also not fair. Really, it finds someone fighting a monster like cancer, and then the voice goes like that. But we thank God. These are small things. I want to thank everyone who has sent me messages. My friends from South Africa, I want to thank you. I am getting well, and soon I'm going to send you your dance. I tell you, I am rehearsing the song you sent to me. I'm going to dance for you, and dancing is in us as Africans, and even before cancer came, it found me as a good dancer. So I will send you a clip soon. My friends from Kerala, greetings. I'm getting well, and today I want to also discuss the other side of the bad things we cancer patients do to our caretakers. And my husband is on camera, so I'm talking in front of my police. So I want to give you why I tell you that cancer affects everyone around us, not the cancer patients, but everyone around us. So I will give you a few events that when I got the news that I was having cancer in advanced stages, I refused to eat. Because the first week, all the food I used to eat never used to stay in the stomach even for 1 hour. So later, I found no use of eating. So darling used to give me food because I remember he stayed in my bedroom. So I refused the food, even drinking, because I said, after all, I've been told I have less than 1 month to live. So I refused the food. So if you know you are a patient there, please let us respect our caretakers' guidelines and rules. So I refused the food. Meanwhile, I was having cough, I was having diarrhea, I was having really mental breakdown. So I refused the food. Then later I had it to be cancelled. Then my husband got for me other cancer survivors, and then that's when I started eating. He bought for me books to read, audio books, movies, and I can tell you that throughout my cancer journey, I've listened to over 30,000 songs across the world. As long as the beats are good, I enjoy. Don't ask me the meaning, but I will dance to the beats. So another thing, when we were in India after my surgery, I couldn't even lift a teaspoon, because after the spinal reconstruction, we do all that we do because of the power of the spine. So after the surgery, the reconstruction, I couldn't even lift a spoon. So I remember my husband giving me food. Remember, someone is feeding you, is your main caretaker. You are only 2 people in that hospital, and I refused the food. Then I remember one evening, I think maybe he thought, mentally, we go through so much. Sometimes we are like in Mars, sometimes we are like over the moon. So he brought for me a clip that sometimes we need to be cooperative patients. So when he brought it, I knew it had really touched him. So because also food was an issue, spices. Indians, our fellow friends, eat a lot of hot spices. So, and I had been taken through that I shouldn't be taking spicy foods. So even he would go an extra mile to order foods that work with my life by then. But still I refused. Yes, I'm coming. That is our baby Miracle. She's also on her games because I need to catch up with you. Yeah, it's okay, I'm finishing, dear. So I used to refuse food. And then another thing, I never wanted to bathe. And I remember even after surgery, And after radiation, they had told us we shouldn't bathe that spot where we had got the radiation, the targeted radiation. I'm coming, Bernadette. So even after the recommended time of not bathing, I never felt like bathing. So I had also to be counseled on how to accept bathing again. And then another thing, I never wanted to dress. You see, we put on these clothes, yes, because it is fashionable, it is a new way of doing things. But maybe God had created man to always be naked. So I told my husband, I have all clothes, I have everything, but they don't matter. So I refused the clothes completely. Even those of you who used to visit me, even after we had come back to Uganda, I never wanted to dress. So it is awkward, but it is real. So I don't want to tell you that it has been rosy, because the body goes through so much. So as you try to adapt back, there are things, because we have been in like isolated areas. So sometimes even you don't want to see people. Then there are those moments. Then another thing, I am addicted to music and dance, even with my baby. But I think music is life. So sometimes for me, I need like music with high volume. Then my husband naturally is not like a noisemaker like me. For me, I love fun, I love dancing, and I also will even chip in this. Even when he was dating me, he would sit there, and then for me, I dance for him. I take my beer, and then he drives me back. So it's not that it is because of cancer. I used even to dance even before cancer. So, and then another thing, I've talked about not wanting to bathe, hating clothes. Then I like loud music. Then what are other things? Then sometimes when I'm eating, for me I want to multitask. But sometimes he says, darling, you must eating, then after you go to your games. But for me, sometimes I'm like, I can eat, at the same time I'm playing music and dancing and calling teachers to see how my children are. But he's trying to put me in line. And finally, I want to thank you. Don't if you're a cancer fighter, let's love. There are those things we love, so we should not give up on those things we love. We should smile a lot. Smiling is also medicine. We should also be grateful, because every moment we live is just a blessing. Have a good day now.